Being homophobic encompasses on a wide range of things. That is, having negative attitude and feelings towards people who are described as LGBTs, and we've seen this in the hip hop community. But over the years, it has evolved. What's up, guys? Click subscribe. I'm Dennis the Business. Welcome to Black Social TV. Now, with me, I have an extract of Kanye West dissecting the homophobia topic in hip hop and what Eminem actually said back in 2001. Then, just in case you're wondering who is that guy above Kanye West, that is Tyler, the creator. For one time, Eminem actually called him a faggot, and up to date, Eminem has not given any apology to Tyler, the creator. Neither has the hip hop community uh, put some pressure onto Eminem to apologize, and just everyone there or thinks that it's fine. Now, homophobia does not only affect the hip hop community, but it affects many countries around the world, and people believe that they should be treated equal. Anyway, away from that, a real quick to the interview that Kanye West had back in 2005, and for that matter, you may know that the rap game has actually changed. The hip hop community has actually changed about the gays and what they think. Back then, all the raps. All the rap lyrics were so heavy and they could actually diss the LGBT. But just take a listen at what Kanye said. Kanye said that back in 2005, and that's when you know that this has slowly evolved. Take a listen.
In high school be like, yo, you acting like a fag. You acting like, dog, you gay? And I used to deal with that when I was in high school. And what happened is it made me kind of like homophobic because it's like I would like go back and like question myself, like, damn, why does everybody else walk like this and I walk like this? So why is it you start just looking because you don't realize until you're in high school, people like, yo, fam, look at you. Look at how you act. If you see something and you don't want to be that because it's such a negative connotation towards it, you try to separate yourself from it so much that it made me homophobic. By the time I was through high school, like anybody that was gay, I was like, yo, get away from me. And really, like Tupac said, started hanging with the thugs, and you look up, and all my friends were like really thugged out. And it's kind of like I was racing to try to find that constant masculine role model right there, to the point where it's like I would really discriminate. Like I use the word fag, like always condescending towards gays and look down upon gays. And I'm in my
All right. Kanye said back then when he was a teenager, he was homophobic and he used to use the F word against these gay people. Later, did he know that he was homophobic? Not until he informed himself. Now, before we get to the part where actually Kanye says that the opposite of gay is actually hip hop, and back then in 2005, he felt like stopping the rappers. From actually discriminating the LGBT community. So just listen here.
cousin told me that another one of my cousins was gay. And at that point, it's kind of when the turning point where I was like, yo, this is my cousin. I love him. Like, I've been discriminating against gays. It's like, do I discriminate against my cousin? And then everything starts to click. You know, he brings his partner with him to like Thanksgiving and all that. And you just had to sit back and think, like, damn, you know, hip hop really is about, it seemed like it's about like fighting for your rights in the beginning, about speaking your mind and about breaking down barriers or whatever. But everybody in hip hop discriminates against gay people.
You heard that he says that everybody in hip hop discriminates against the gay people, which is actually so wrong. Then he also talks about the time he used to discriminate the gay people, but he had a cousin who was gay, and he sat back and thought, okay, I'm discriminating against these guys, but again, my cousin is gay, so this is family. Why am I discriminating him? Kanye West continues in the interview.
To me, like that's one of the standards of hip hop. Is to be like, yo, you fag, you gay. Matter of fact, the exact opposite word of hip hop, I think, is gay. Like, yo, you play a record and it's like whack, that's gay, dog. You know, if it's good, that's that hip hop right there. You see what I'm saying? It's like the exact opposite. So it's like me speaking for my entire culture, or me looking at my rappers out there, hip hoppers discriminate against gay people. Mm-hmm. They feel like they can't act. Hold on one second. Everybody, don't throw me off. I really want to say this. I want to say this to America. I want to. It's like your mind. No, he was just throwing me off just slightly.
Yeah, actually, here Kanye West had to dissect the point even to the guys who were behind the scenes. Like, don't take it bad, but I'm just trying to speak my mind. And he truly spoke out his mind. But he still say that the hip hop community discriminated against these gay people. Now, I'm going to get to the point where I tell you how the hip hop community has actually evolved and supports the LGBT community in just a short while, right after this.
I wanted this to just come on TV and just tell my rappers, just tell my friends, like, yo, stop it, fam. Mm-hmm. Like seriously, that's really discrimination. To me, that's exactly what they used to do to black people. I'm just trying to tell people, just stop all that. In high school, be like, yo, you acting like...
Okay, literally, do you know that Kanye West was actually hot? However much hip hop is about speaking your mind, some of these lyrics that are spotted down are actually so hard, so real, so emotional, and some of these rappers do forget that they are hurting people out there. But Kanye West said that he felt like actually stopping all the rappers who are discriminating against the gay people. But it was too much. It was too much for him. And this is the other side of Kanye West. We all know Kanye West being so controversial, speaking his mind. We all think that Kanye West would be the person who would actually say these fuck all sayings to the rest of the world. And I mean, he does not care. Everyone thinks that Kanye West is a mean guy. I mean, is a sadist at that. But Kanye West this time he threw out back in 2005 his feelings and how he was very uncomfortable about other rappers discriminating the LGBT community. Now, just to play it for you one time, listen.
Fag. You acting like, dog, you gay? And I used to deal with that when I was in high school. And what happened is it made me kind of like homophobic, because it's like I would like go back and like question myself, like, damn, why does everybody else walk like this and I walk like this? So why is it you start just looking, because you don't realize until you're in high.
Yeah, back in high school, Kanye West was actually confused. Being a teenager, obviously, we've all gone through that. I mean, you ask yourself, why is the other people walking like that and I walk like this? I mean, you feel you're the right person. You feel the rest of the people are actually so off. You're the right person. But Kanye West there was just a teenager, and he continues to say,
in high school, people like, yo, fam, look at you. Look at how you act. If you see something and you don't want to be that because it's such a negative connotation towards it, you try to separate yourself from it so much that it made me homophobic. Mm-hmm. By the time I was through high school, like anybody that was gay, I was like, yo, get away from me. And really, like Tupac said, started hanging with thugs, and you look up, and all my friends were like really thugged out. And it's kind of like I was racing to try to find that constant masculine role model right there. to the point where it's like I would really discriminate. Like I use the word fag, like always condescending towards gays and look down upon gays. And I remember my cousin told me,
All right, now enough of Kanye West. That was Kanye West back in 2005. Let's get to the guy who was bullied from dropout to being a hip hop knockout. Some of you all know him as the greatest rapper of all times, and that is Eminem. Now, we look at Eminem back in 2001. This is a guy you look at, I mean, so rough, that is one, so lyrical, that is two. I mean, when you look at all the rappers and the hip hoppers, they actually look like they do not care. But everyone was surprised when they saw Eminem with the openly gay guy on stage. That is one pianist, Elton John, on the same stage back in 2001 at the Grammy Awards. Actually, at the Velvet Cushion, he handed over certain rings to Elton John and the husband. And those rings were actually very, very symbolic. Little did we know that in an interview with New York Times, Eminem supported same-sex marriage. However, in one of his lyrics, he was had calling Tyler the Creator a faggot, of which he has never apologized till today. Now, the question is, why was the hip hop community being so fast to supporting the LGBTs? Is it because they realized most of their fans could be the people they are hurting? I, for one, that could be my own opinion because a person like Eminem has lots of fans in the world. Now, if you have fans in the world, you do not expect all those fans to actually be straight people. Yeah, there's a section of fans who actually believe the LGBTs and they're your greatest friends. So I, for one, I think these rappers sat back and thought their minds out, and they're like, okay, I think this has to be the right thing to do. That's why Kanye West was too fast at it and thought over it and actually spoke out. Now we saw the likes of Jay-Z also changing, though he wasn't that same. Neither did we know that Jay-Z's mom was actually a lesbian, and Jay-Z opened up in one of his songs right there. Now, just be sure to click subscribe to Black Social TV. I'm Dennis the Business. I'm here to dissect for you certain topics that you may not know about. Thanks for watching.